Hello, this is our teach piece on graphing directional words. And we're going to look at how to graph words, whether they're positive or negative, in sort of like a real world situation. I'm going to start off with the x-axis, and then we'll do the y, and then we'll put them together. Our x-axis is our side-to-side horizontal axis. And so if you're looking at whether it's a positive or a negative, well, a positive words indicate that something is increasing. Or it could indicate that something has a gain, it's gaining, or going up. It doesn't literally have to mean going up, as in high. It could be that it's just the numbers are getting bigger. Whereas a negative indicates a decrease, or something that is decreasing, that there's a loss, or that something is going down. Now, football yardage is a great one to use. I'm going to use that as one example. I'm going to make my line of scrimmage right here at the 0. And I'm going to say, okay, on my first play, my quarterback handed off to the running back, and the running back made a gain of 8 yards. Since it's a gain, that's a positive, so I'm going to show it on the positive side. And if I were to graph it, you can like go, okay, he went all the way to here. But if you don't want to draw the arrow like that, you can just put the dot. Whereas on the second play, my quarterback dropped back, tried to scramble a little bit, and then got sacked behind the line of scrimmage. So he had a loss. And let's say this time he had a loss of 10 yards. Well, since it's a loss, it's a negative because he was here and he scrambled and went backwards, and then boom, he got sacked right there. And then once again, if you don't want to draw the line, you don't have to. You can just say, okay, there he is. It's a loss of 10 yards. So the word that indicated the positive, the gain, goes on the positive side, the right side. The word that indicated the negative, the loss, goes on the left side. Money is another example. Let's say you're making a bet with your little brother or sister who could hold their breath the longest, and the winner gets $5. Okay, so you and your brother are like, you hold it, and let's say you win. Okay, so the winner gets $5. Okay, that means you've gained money. The amount of money in your pocket went up by 5. So that's a positive 5. That would be right here. But let's say the person that didn't win, so the loser, I hate to use the word loser, but it's a bet. The loser, the person that didn't get to hold their breath as much, they're going to have to pay $5. So then, since they're paying $5, then the amount of money that they have is going down by 5. It's decreasing. They lost $5, so that would be a negative 5. So that would be over here on the left-hand side. So you're just looking for words that indicate something's going up or something's going down, a gain or loss, an increase or a decrease. And that's the x-axis. Okay, now we're going to turn this and show what happens or how we can think about this for the y-axis. So I'm going to pull this down a little bit. The y-axis is our horizontal axis. Oops, try to get a little straighter. There we go. And since it's our up and down, it's our vertical axis, excuse me, whereas the x is the horizontal, the y is the vertical. So from 0, going up are the positive numbers, and going down are the negative numbers. And I'm just going to move this one out of my way. And I'm going to try to. Okay, I got that one out of the way. Now, if we think about the y, and we really are kind of thinking about things going up, literally going up or literally going down, okay, I'm going to use height or altitude. And if we can think of the 0, once again, it can either be the ground level or sea level. Because when we talk about things going up from the ground, those are the positives. Things going down, like digging into the dirt, that would be the negatives. Or if you're going up from water, from sea level, that's the positive. And then swimming down below the water, that would be the negative. So let's say we have a plane and the plane is flying up 10 miles high, or just let's say 8 miles high, because that's very high, that's several thousand feet. So if it's 8 miles high and if this were miles represented here, then the plane would be up here flying along. And technically, if I wanted to, I could actually put the plane over here. If I wanted to draw a picture of a plane, which the 6 doesn't draw very well, so we're just going to put a dot because it's even with the 8. Okay. Now, if we're talking about, let's say, you're digging a post hole, and I'm going to change this from miles now, and I'm going to say that we're going to talk about feet. And you're digging a post hole because one of the posts in your on your fence in your backyard fell over and it's rotted and you've got to dig it out and you've got to set a new post. Uh, you might have to dig 1 or 2 feet down in order to set the new post and cement, make sure it doesn't fall over. So let's just say we're going to dig down 1.5 feet. That's even better. So my -1 is not showing up here. I'm going to draw it in here. And here's my -2, so halfway in between -1.5, because I had to go down, digging into the ground, -1.5 feet. So that's where that would be, because it's down into the ground. And you can use the same sort of thing with water. You can talk about fish or submarines. I'm going to here's water. If a fish is swimming, let's say, and let's change it from feet now to yards, just because we're going to do something different. Let's say the fish is swimming 4 yards below the surface of the water. Then since it's below the water, the fish is down here. So I'm going to draw my fish. There's my fish. So you're just looking at words that indicate something that's going up or something that's going down.